Good morning, this is Pigsy. Just doing my experiment, just wanted to explain some stuff. Yeah, I thought, before this, I don't know if it was the camera. I didn't think much happened here. I mean, I've only had it overnight. Now, as you can see, this copper looks fairly untouched, but the other connector is is oxidised and turned green. But this one hasn't, so there's the plus and the minus, the positive and negative. So, in theory, if I reverse the current, that one should turn oxidised green, and that one should be left alone. Otherwise, you'll get one that's just oxidised green and be less effective. The intentions is to get the copper into the water so that it has some health benefits. There's other things in there as well, like some types of salts in there as well, and things I've added to it. I just wanted to cause more of a reaction. I think it's usually citric acid probably causes more activity, and the fact is only a 9-volt battery is not really knocking out a lot of voltage through the water. The other thing as well, these samples I made yesterday, that's how much it's settled by. There's a nice good chunk there, and that's a bit of a mixture. I think I've got some a little bit of bicarbonate in it, and I used some vinegar as a part of an experiment as well, because I knew that bicarbonate, soda and vinegar have a reaction to each other. I just wanted to see if I could create it. Just basically see if I could prolong its normal reaction that the Ormus has, because it builds up a lot of heat once you transfer the lye into the salt mix, and by prolonging that, it prolongs the subatomic reactions that are going on in there. So the idea was maybe to have a bigger and better yield, but I have to see, it might be a type of vinegar I use as well. And the other stuff, it was an experiment. It went right, actually, to be honest. It's come out very honey-like, but looking at it, it's not really much just settled at all. As you can see, for the amount of time. So I might have to look at seeing if I can refine it in some way. But it's not a bad thing. It just means there's a bit more going on, a bit like what's going on there. And there's only a little bit of water compared to what's actually built up in there. It had like a beetroot juice. I got some copper wire inside there. I wanted to yield some copper during the actual conversion process into Ormus. So there's a bit of copper wire in there. I've put 2 aspirins for my size, and plus also it will be diluted through the whole process, so it's not going to have any there won't be any issues of consumption of like 2 aspirins. But aspirins and copper, there's going to be something that happens in an exchange between the two, and I can't remember exactly, but it creates a type of copper nitrate or something like that comes out from that you can use externally and internally. But like I say, because it's a weak formula, it's not going to have a massive impact. But if your body's deprived of something like copper, I know my body wants copper, and there's other minerals things. I mean, things within Ormus, like you've got the magnesium, sodium, even the calcium in there. I mean, my nails are they feel like bullets. They're really razor sharp as well. My thumbnail would cut that back, but that shows you it's growing out of me. Copper's definitely good for your hair as well. So there'll be some different yielding experiments that I'm going to practice and look into. There may be one that can be used to improve someone's appearance, that I may be looking at a later date. I might have to see if I can actually paint in it, because there's no point if I create something. I mean, I'm not looking for loads of money. It's just that would help. As initially, if I come up with an idea that's a solution around something, then and it possibly would protect a company, they might be quite interested in that. But yeah, basically you could you can not like bleach your skin and things like that, but there's a way you can actually alter the coloration. There's a way you can alter the coloration of the eye, the iris. I know that's been sort of one of these things that have come out recently that's been people are into. But they look for sort of implants and so on. And you can see this is from yesterday as well, settled down, but settled a lot faster and cleared water. So it may be a case of this, case with something like that, you dilute it with the water, wash it basically. You might have to separate halves because as you see it's nearly at the top, and especially for my jar of mixture here. So I've got to give it a good wash, split it into 2 jars, shake it, wash it out, and then let it separate that way. Because basically I flushed it with so much water that there'd be no way that it can sort of hover in, basically take up the whole jar if there's a sort of mixture. It'd have to separate itself out. So yeah, that just wanted to share this morning vid with you. And the other thing about aspirin, like these ones I got from Wilco, is that it's 100% aspirin. Don't have anything with additives in it. The other experiment is just to slow boil within a jar, just with water, in it, the aspirin's in it, a bit of distilled water that you put in there, and then put the jar within a saucepan full of water, and then just leave that process. And then it says for about 10 hours or something. I may look at using a slow cooker, because that way it's just got that heat. It's got that heat element to it, but it's also there's low risk involved in it as well. It's not like I could put it on overnight. To be honest, I could put it in a little jar. I put loads of copper in it. So I don't know, like this. Here's one I got earlier. It's got some other stuff in there, but yeah, I'll put a little jar, put it inside the slow cooker, and just whack a lid on it, leave it overnight, and then see if I've actually created my copper acetate, I think, acetate. So it's like a weak acid, copper acid. But you can use internally or nitrate. I'd have to double check all that. But anyway, yeah, this is Pixie signing off, and hope you enjoy the video.